Welcome to the Calgary Stampede. Today is actually the last day of Stampede. And we're just wandering around trying to see some stuff. I think we might be going to a dog bowl right now. We have tickets to the chuck wagon races and the evening show and fireworks tonight. Oh my god, look at that ride.
Qualifier will be drawn. So
Cows.
Wait, they're really big.
Yeah, they're huge. You guys never seen a cow before?
I've never seen a cow.
How have you never seen a cow?
It's the three little pigs. It's little piglet. You know Peach?
Do you think she can do it?
There's a million kinds of foods, but between my stomach and Bryn's allergy, I don't know what we can actually eat.
We're happy to be at the GMC Rangeland Derby. From helicopter Freedom 7-1. Flying over set. There's the horde. Charge is underway. We're here from the U.S. Let's hear from our neighbors here.
guys, so I hope you liked the footage of the Calgary Stampede. That was actually a very expensive evening for the four of us. We spent around $500 to go to the Stampede. Between tickets to do the chuck wagon races, the big stage show, and the fireworks, food, drinks, it added up. Plus we got an Uber there and a taxi back, and the kids and I got cowboy hats, so it added up pretty quick. You can just go in to the park, like just like an entry ticket sort of thing, and just walk around and go to the midway, and then you can get tickets for rides and stuff. So in around the midway, there's like games and rides and food and everything. We couldn't have any of the food. One, because Bryn has a severe peanut and nut allergy, so we couldn't trust any of the food for her. Two, I have a very sensitive stomach and I can't eat a lot of the stuff that they had there. They had like this food hall that was down in one of the buildings, and I ended up getting a Subway sandwich, and those guys got pizza. So that worked out well. And then Scott is allergic to pretty much any animal that we have here on Earth, and he can't go near horses. Horses, he's really bad. His eyes will swell shut. He's covered in hives. So he had to take some allergy pills before we even went. So he couldn't go in around any of the animals, like the horses and the cows and the goats and all, and the pigs and stuff. He couldn't go near any of them. We did go to the dog bowl, which was really cute. All the dogs that they have there are rescued animals, and the people working with them are their actual owners. So that was really cute. It was a really funny show, and it was really neat to see all the dogs. Scott was okay with them because we were up in the stands and he wasn't near any of the dogs, so that was okay. The tickets for the stadium thing that we paid for, they were $78 each. We had questioned whether we should do that or not, because it was tickets for the chuck wagon races and then the stage show and then the fireworks. There's been a lot of controversy with the chuck wagon races because a lot of horses have been dying because of those races. 3 died last week, and we were on the fence. Should we go? Shouldn't we go? Everyone keeps saying, go see the Stampede, go see the Stampede. So we did go, and they do 9 races in the evening, and they call them heats. So they do 9 heats, and in the 8th heat, there was an accident, and 3 horses died in the one accident. It was one team, so it's a chuck wagon, which is a little narrow wagon with a guy driving it, and then he has 4 horses hooked up to the wagon, and they run, and then there's 2 separate horses that run behind, and it's all part of the team. I guess they were running around, they were almost like coming around the last turn, and I didn't see the exact moment it happened, but I did see it 2 seconds after it happened, and the horses were all tangled up. I could see with my camera what was going on before the guys got there with the tarps, because people down there with the grounds and the horses and everything, they just went running. There was people on horses trying to get to the accident as fast as they could, and they hold up tarps. But before the tarps went up, I could see what was happening, and all the horses were all tangled up. It looked like one horse got up but couldn't put his back leg down, and then so they basically laid him back down. So 3 horses had to be euthanized. Bryn was so shaken up. She was so extremely upset, and it was just awful. I felt so bad that she was upset, and I was upset. I mean, I love animals, but she was beyond upset. And the show continued. They cleared everything up, and they went on with the 9th race, and then the stage show happened and the fireworks happened. And I actually feel really guilty that we were there. I feel guilty that we stayed. Yeah, I feel awful. So I didn't show any of the footage of any of the chuck wagon races. It's an interesting race. There's a lot of talk about them changing the races or banning it altogether. I think something needs to be done. I think they need to put in some safety measures or something, because it's not right that in the past week 6 horses died, especially 3 that night. So yeah, I don't know. Stampede, the atmosphere is great down there. Walking around, everyone's in a good mood. There's music, there's people dancing, and the rides and the whole thing. We didn't want to go on the rides either. They just seem really wild. But yeah, I don't think Stampede is for us. We tried it. We're gonna check it off the list, and that's great, you know, that we went to see what it was like. I had always heard about the Stampede growing up in Canada, and always wondered what it was like. And the fireworks were great. The stage show was really good, and you know, we're new here to Calgary, and so I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to say anything completely bad about the Stampede, because up until that point, you know, it was a great atmosphere. But yeah, I think the chuck wagon races need to change. And I you know, again, I don't want to offend anybody. I know that the whole Stampede and everything, that's people's livelihood, and you know, these horses are, you know, born to run, but when one horse goes down, and because he's, you know, tied to 3 other horses, and, you know, they can't help but go down because they're attached to that one, you know, it's really hard to understand why they would continue doing that if they know it's a problem, and then we end up paying to go see it. So we're wrong too. But anyway, so I hope you understand why I didn't show that part. And again, I hope I'm not offending anybody with my opinion. We love Calgary. It's an amazing city. I love the area so far. I actually said to my family the other day that after Florida, because I do love Florida and love my Disney, represent, I really like Calgary. Dare I say I may like it more than Seattle. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it here, and so I hope you guys understand my feelings on the Stampede, and why we won't go again. I hope I'm not offending anybody, and I hope you understand my opinion on the Stampede, and it's just not for us. It's just not for the Richards family. So I apologize if that bothers anybody. But I hope you did enjoy the footage that I showed. And yeah, we today is actually a few days after we went to the Stampede, and Bryn and I were just out for a walk. There's like pedways that join all the buildings, and it got really dark about a half an hour ago, and it was hailing. So today is July 18th, and we have hail. This is a crazy place, but I'm loving it. So I hope you guys are good, and I'll be back with some more videos soon. All right, take care, guys. See ya.